Hello and welcome to another episode of Beyond the Box. My name is Nick, and on the show today I'm going to be going over this card game that I was sent from Australia called Curious Humans. So a couple of weeks ago I received an email from a man named Tyler Johnson who actually developed this game called Curious Humans all the way, like I said, from Australia. And I told him I would love to show this game off on the channel and see if people are interested in picking it up. So in the box, you get a rule pamphlet. It's just a couple of pages, real small, because this game is super easy to learn. It takes just a few minutes to go through the rules before you figured it out. So what you want to do is this game is 4 to 10 players. It takes about an hour or so, depending on, if you're having fun, having some drinks and just kind of relaxing while you play it. And what you'll do is you'll give everyone a true and a false card. And then you'll give them 7 of these statement cards. Now the statement cards are color coded, so you have blue, which is controversial, which is what this one is. You also have green for general statements, yellow for awkward ones. And then this game is rated as like 18 or older-ish because there is the red category for sexy statements. So if you're playing with children or maybe your grandparents, and you don't want to know when the last time they went to a sex club was, you can take those cards out of the game and still keep it PC, still keep it family friendly. So just keep that in mind when you're going through them. You'll read through a couple of the red cards and see if, yeah, my group could play with this, or yeah, I don't want to talk about this kind of stuff, or this is kind of inappropriate for who I'm playing the game with. And you can just pull them out, don't have to use the cards, and then you can still have a good time. So this one here, like I said, it's blue, so it's controversial. It says, I believe movie piracy is morally acceptable. So what you'll do when it's your turn is you'll take one of your 7 statement cards, put it out in front so everyone can see it, read it to everyone, and then you'll pick the correct answer. So if you believe piracy is okay, you pick true. If not, like I don't, you pick false and you put it down. Everyone else at the table also picks an answer and puts it face down. And then once everyone's done that, you'll then reveal the answer and you'll say, I believe this statement to be false, or it is false to me. And how you score in the game is you're trying to win 7 of these statement cards. And so if at least half of the table guesses the incorrect answer, you win the card. So if I'm playing a 4-player game and I select false for the answer, and 2 people say false and 1 says true, I'll win this card and I'll put it in my stack. 1st to 7 wins. If you get less than half, let's say everyone selected false, you just put the card off to the side, and then someone else, player to the left or right, however you do turn order, then gets to go. However, there's a fun little bonus if everyone gets it wrong. If I pick false and the other 3 players pick true, not only do I win the card, I then get to draw back up to 7, and then I get to go again. So when we played it a couple of times, I actually got to go a couple times, twice, which is really fun. So you can get a few extra points before someone else gets a turn. There's also these bonus cards, and there's a bunch of different ones. I don't want to go over all of them, but they kind of just change up the game. There's like a bonus round in one of the cards you get to play. This one says not telling, so you play this card at any time, so you don't have to give your answer. So in the bonus game, there's some stuff that happens and other rounds that go down. A card like this would be useful. You also get to pass a card to somebody else, and then they have that statement card on them. So it just kind of keeps the game interesting and keeps it moving along. But it's really, really simple. You get 7 statement cards, you get a true and a false card, and then you go through and just play the game, picking one of the statements, put it out, pick your answer face down. Everyone else at the table does the same thing. You flip it back up and you see what the answers are. If you get at least half of the incorrect answers, you get to win the card. If you get less than half, the card goes away. And again, bonus, if you get everyone to select the wrong answer, you get the card, you get to draw and then go again. So that's pretty much it. Like I said, I played it a couple of times. It was fun. Sometimes cards would come up. There's a few in here, especially the controversial ones, where you kind of look at your best friend and you say, really, I didn't know that about you. The one that came up was hitchhiker. It was, I've never picked up a hitchhiker, or I have picked up a hitchhiker. You have to say whether or not that happened. And that's something that I actually did that someone I was playing with didn't know. And they were like, that's an interesting and questionable thing that you did. And so the game kind of takes a pause for a second, and then you get to have some fun talking about the thing that you just learned about maybe your wife or husband or boyfriend or, you know, relative or something. You get to learn something about them that maybe you didn't know, and then you get to have dialogue. There's also, in the rulebook, there's a couple variant rules. There's one for drinking, so if you do enjoy adult beverages, you can have fun playing that variant. But that's it. That's the game. Super easy to learn, takes just a few minutes of reading the manual, and you can play with your friends and family. I had a lot of fun doing so. I was a little, wasn't sure, like, do I review the game? Do I give it a score? For games like this, like icebreaker, card games, just real light, you're more meant to have fun than to try to, you know, beat your friends at the game. So I think if you have the right game group, a game like this is awesome. I think if you or a lot of your friends, maybe you're a little more reserved, a little more shy, and you don't like divulging maybe some deep, dark secrets about yourself, you're not gonna have fun playing this game because you're gonna look at your cards and you're gonna say, I don't wanna play half of this stuff. I don't really wanna talk about this with people. But yeah, if you're having fun, if you're having a good time, if you have like a fun game group to play with, I think this game would be perfect just to kind of kill some time, learn a little bit about your friends, like I said, your friends and family. But yeah, I had a lot of fun playing this game, and head over to CuriousHumans.com. I'll put a link in the description below. And if you really want a copy, Tyler was nice enough to allow me to give a copy of Curious Humans away. All I'm asking is that you just post something true about yourself in the comments below. I'll pick the most entertaining one. Maybe the one that makes me laugh, or the one where I'm kind of like, that's a bold statement to make on the internet. But I'll pick one that I like the best and send out a copy of this game so you can have some fun with your friends and family. So that's it. That's all the time I have for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Nick, and until I see you again, game on.